The Brutalist is directed by Brady Corbet. It stars Adrien, Brody, Felicity Jones, Guy Pearce, and plenty of others. It is generating a lot of Oscar buzz. It has received 10 Oscar nominations. Time will tell how much the movie will win. The Brutalist is all about Laszlo Toth, a Hungarian Jewish immigrant to the United States who has to leave behind his family, which is his wife and his niece back home in Hungary, and emigrates to the United States. What happens after a chance meeting with a wealthy businessman played by Guy Pearce pretty much forms the rest of the story. The star of the show, no doubt, is Adrien Brody. He has done similar performances in the past, the most notable being his Oscar-winning role in the film The Pianist. This is quite a complimentary role to that movie, I thought. That movie is all about what happens during World War II. This movie is entirely set post-World War II. The range of emotions shown by Adrien Brody in this character is fantastic. This is probably a cakewalk for him, but I thought he really performed well in many scenes. He has allowed other characters to shine in many scenes as well. That is brilliant to watch, especially in the second half of the movie. It's pretty much Guy Pearce, Felicity Jones, and their performances being center stage as opposed to Adrien Brody, and that's a really good thing. There was also a bit of controversy around Adrien Brody's nomination for the Oscars. I think a certain section of the industry felt that AI was used for some of the Hungarian dialogues in the movie, and because of that reason there was a question of whether Adrien Brody should be nominated for the Oscars. To me, that's just rubbish. There's a very small fraction of Hungarian dialogues in this movie, especially spoken by Adrien Brody. It's very small. It's probably a few seconds here and there. If you take away those dialogues, the performance of Adrien Brody still stands true. There is no difference. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the length of the movie. You'll be surprised to know that this movie is 3 hours and 35 minutes long. Well, the good news is that a 15-minute intermission is included in this. So essentially 3 hours and 20 minutes is the length of the movie. To be honest, it did not really feel that long. Having said that, there are certainly some aspects of the movie that could have been shortened. Something under 3 hours would have been quite okay. Nevertheless, I didn't really mind it. 3 hours 20 minutes doesn't feel that long in the context of this movie. So I'll give that an okay. This is a technically rock solid movie. You talk about the production design. Architecture is a central aspect of this movie in terms of the story, but bringing to life locations, buildings, cars, streets, houses from the 1940s and 1950s, they've done a fantastic job with that. It looks really original. You would never even doubt that the setting could have been any different. The production design is definitely a hallmark of this movie. Equally brilliant is the cinematography. Again, the look and feel have to be fantastic, and it definitely fits the bill. I think they've shot this movie in a traditional format called VistaVision. I don't think any movies have been made using the VistaVision format since 1970s or something like that. But you definitely get that grainy look. Where I thought this movie could have been a little bit better than what has been presented is screenplay in the second half. I thought the screenplay meandered a little bit away from the original storyline, and it sort of went into a different direction and then meets towards the end. I thought that could have been avoided. It is important to understand this is a completely fictional movie. It might look like the biopic of some Hungarian architect immigrant called Laszlo Toth, but it's not. It's a complete work of fiction. The way it's been presented, and especially the way it ends, might trick you to think that this is a biopic of a famous person, but it's not. And that's where I feel that, being a work of fiction, there was the opportunity to make the screenplay pretty much what you wanted. There is no need to adhere to any existing storyline. So it didn't really have to be that long. I think there are certain aspects of the second half that could have been shortened. It's essentially a story that explores the character of Laszlo Toth, and it could have stuck to that, but it sort of deviated in different directions, especially the scenes that were set in Italy. The fate of the character played by Guy Pearce is a bit of a question mark for the audience. I think it's up to the audience to decide what happened to him. Again, that was a bit of an odd thing. Besides Adrien Brody, I think the actor who did pretty much compete with Adrien was Guy Pearce, who plays a wealthy businessman who gets acquainted to Adrien Brody's character. This character played by Guy Pearce is quite intriguing because it is two-faced. You get to see some good bits, you get to see some bad aspects of this character. So you're constantly, questioning things in your mind on whether this guy is really a good guy or a bad guy. Felicity Jones, who plays Adrien Brody's wife in this movie, I think she's played these kind of characters before. Is confined to a wheelchair for most of the movie because she has osteoporosis. But in the little moments that she got, I think she shined well. She complemented Adrien Brody's character in a neat manner. I think it's a neat role for her. The one character that I didn't really understand fully is the niece of Adrien Brody. It is a bit of an odd character because she is not mute, but she doesn't speak too much for a huge part of the movie. She is there. She doesn't respond or answer questions that others ask of her. I would have liked more interaction between the niece character and Adrien Brody. It was very hard to understand the dynamics between those two characters. What was their relationship? Can we really understand what's going on behind the scenes? There was a lot of question marks for me. All in all, The Brutalist is a fantastic movie. It's packed with performances by 2 or 3 lead characters. It's got a very good aura of the 1940s, the 1950s. It is something that is definitely in the Oscar race, if you ask me. 10 nominations. There are chances for this movie to pick a lot of awards this season. The performances are fantastic. They spent a lot of effort on especially the production design. It is top-notch. The look and feel of the movie is fantastic. You walk away feeling satisfied that you've seen a fantastic movie. So definitely, if you get a chance, watch this movie. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and give your comments. Until next time, bye-bye.